Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, wherever you're watching this video from. Hello. I feel like you guys have been loving my skincare videos, so I thought it'd be helpful to do a little skincare routine. Again, I'm not a dermatologist. I am just your average 34-year-old girl, woman, who has done a lot of research to better my skin. And if you're new here, my skincare type is oily. I have a lot of blackheads, sebaceous filaments. It's not even oily combination skin. I feel like it's just oily skin that I have with melasma, sunspots, sun damage, the works. So I thought I would go over my weekly skincare routine, my weekly and even a little bit of a monthly skincare routine that I do. I've already shown you my daily nighttime skincare routine, and I've already shown you my daily daytime skincare routine. So I thought I would cover all the bases. Also because I feel like videos like this are helpful. And you always want to make sure you're doing what's specified to your skin type. So if you have oily skin like me, all of this might be helpful. There are also some products in here that I'll mention that can be for pretty much any skin type, and it will still be effective. But if you haven't seen my daily nighttime and daytime skincare routine, I'll link that in the description box below. And there is one product I need to share that I feel like helps my skin soak up all of the products and its active ingredients. And that is my new skin Lumi Spa. Don't worry, I'm not trying to get you to join my team. I honestly don't want a team. I have a video dedicated to this where I review it, show you before and afters. I have pictures on my blog post all about it. And I really do feel like it helps my skin better soak in all of those products. Now, this is definitely a splurge item, so this is something I would probably ask for Christmas, Hanukkah, your birthday, or a just because type of gift, or a gift to yourself. So I always try to share when there is a sale. You can get it in blue like mine, or a rose gold color that has a pink color for the head. But this is gentle enough to use every day. I use it every night, not twice a day, just once a day, to remove all of the makeup that's been sitting on my skin and just all the dirt and just the oils. This isn't a makeup remover, but I use it after I wash my face. And my cleanser still turns brown. Okay, so let's go over the things I use weekly. So the things I'm not using every single day. So the first thing would be this sulfur cleanser. This is from Kate Somerville. This is the Eradicate. And the purpose of this is to treat acne. I've noticed it's done a good job around my face, but I'm still getting some acne around my chin, which I always have for years, ever since I hit puberty. But the biggest difference I've noticed with this is that it clears my nose. Like, my nose has a lot of blackheads and a lot of sebaceous filaments, and this has been amazing at getting rid of those. I initially was using this every single day, and I feel like I really didn't have to do that. That was just a little too much for my skin. So I use it probably every 2 days, maybe every 3, it really depends. For sure, I use it every Sunday. So if we are talking just about a once a week type routine that always happens, it's every Sunday for me. Every Sunday I am definitely using this. That's when I do a deep cleanse of my face. Kind of like I'm at the spa, but I'm not. I'm just at home watching TV. I also don't travel with this. So when I went to Palm Springs, I was there for like maybe 3 or 4 nights. And when I came back, I just had to use this because I knew that my face was missing that deep cleanse. So even though this isn't a daily cleanser for me, I am using this as often as I need. So it could be 2 times a week, 3 times a week, sometimes even 4 times a week. It just depends. You know your skin, you know how it feels, and I feel like once you get into a good skincare routine, it's easier for you to know, like, okay, I see the difference in my skin. My face, my nose isn't looking as clear, so I need this. I think what I'm gonna try next after I use all of this up is a sulfur ointment, because it's actually a lot cheaper than this. I'll try and find it and I'll link it down below. The dogs are scared of thunder. Oh my god, you're on my laptop, watch out. The next weekly skincare product that I use is this exfoliating face mask. This comes from Dr. Idris's Major Fade line. If you have been subscribed to me, you'll know that I am in love with her skincare line because it targets dark spots. It targets melasma. And everything I've used from her has worked so well. It is described as an exfoliating micro peel. I've done professional chemical peels in the past, I think a few times actually, because I started off with a weaker chemical peel, and then I went in a little bit stronger each time. But there are 2 spots that I can't get rid of yet. So it's been a work in progress. I'm afraid to go and get that professionally done again. So I thought for now, I'm just gonna do them at home. This of course isn't as strong, but I've learned consistency is key. You wanna be consistent with your skincare rather than just going super strong right off the bat. So I'll use this maybe every 3 to 4 times a week. I usually use it in conjunction when I do a deep cleanse of my face. And of course, this is going to make your face a little bit more sensitive to the sun, so you always want to make sure you use sunscreen. And if you are someone who's been working on targeting your dark spots like me or your melasma, I feel like this really makes a big difference in conjunction with my compounded formula from my dermatologist, which includes hydroquinone, tretinoin, and something with an F like fluocinolone. I can't pronounce it. Because as I've learned, this promotes skin cell turnover. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm not a dermatologist, so I don't know the science behind it, but I feel like I have noticed a difference just being consistent with both of these. The next thing I use, not really on a weekly basis, but more on a monthly basis, is this mud mask from Nu Skin. This is my favorite mud mask because it's in a tube, you don't have to mix anything, and I love that it just shows you where all the gunk is on your face. I actually have a full review of this, I'll link it down below, but this actually goes on as this darker color, and then when it dries into this lighter color, but everything that remains once it's fully dry that is still that darker color is showing you like that's all the gunk. That's everything that it's pulling out from your skin, as I understand it. When I wash this off, my skin feels great. It doesn't feel like it's stripped of its natural moisture barrier. It just feels so like clear. And the reason why I use this monthly instead of weekly is because I'm already doing a lot to my face in terms of using this compounded formula from my dermatologist, so I just don't want to overdo it. So monthly works for me, and it could be once and it could be twice a month, or 3 times a month, even once a month. Just depends on how I'm feeling. Now the next 2 skincare items are just kind of just for fun. I don't use them thinking that it's gonna make a big difference in my skin like the other products do. And I'm talking about just your regular face mask and just eye masks. So the ones I have right now are aimed at hydrating your face. I do love gold eye masks, and I feel like they really do help refresh my under eyes. But is it going to give me that long-term skincare result that I'm looking for? Most likely not. But in the moment, it feels good, and I like it in the mornings. Or if I've been crying all day, this is something that I need. Same thing with the face mask. It feels good in the moment. It's nice, it's hydrating, and if you just want a day where you're pampering yourself, these don't hurt at all. It's something fun. It's something that I can just do with my girlfriends and it's not causing any harm to my skin. But because I'm not going to see any long-term skincare effects from it, I'm not going to use these daily. I'm not going to use these weekly. That's why I'll only use these products every few times a month. I do have a few of these on hand, but it's not something I'm like constantly reaching for when I run into Target or Ulta. And so when it comes to these items, my philosophy with it is that if it's not hurting your skin, but it's just a good time, sure, I'll do it every now and then. So that's everything when it comes to my weekly and monthly skincare routine here at home. Right now, I'm not going to an esthetician for anything specific in terms of like microneedling or chemical peels. It's just not something I am focused on right now, because I've learned over time when doing my skincare research is that the majority of your skincare results is gonna stem from what you're doing at home yourself. Anything you need to go for an in-office visit at a med spa is only gonna have that small effect on your face, maybe like 10 to 20%. So right now for me, I'm just waiting till I can fully brighten up my dark spots, see the biggest change that I can get, and then I'll probably go into a med spa and say, hey, maybe I want a chemical peel. Maybe, maybe I'll be ready for that by then. But right now, I don't know. I'm not there yet. And that brings us to the end of this video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you're not subscribed already, I put out 2 videos a week, so please subscribe. I love having you here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in